Welcome to part 1 of this course. On this part, on part 1, I will show you how to register a domain name and where to register it. And then we will proceed to buy a server. Then how to point your domain name to your server IP. And finally, we will set up your hosting. Okay, now we will proceed. Okay, uh, Namecheap. Alright, this is where you register your domain name. You buy and register your domain name. Okay, I know some of you might have GoDaddy and so on, but I discourage you to do that. Go for Namecheap to you know, in order not to get headache later on when you start to set the name server and the IP and so on. Alright, Namecheap is the easiest and the fastest. Okay, I did once with GoDaddy, but it was a nightmare, and end up I have to give up. You can't even point your IP, your domain name to the IP because they want you to buy the server from them. So guys, go for Namecheap. Okay, let's proceed. Right. Before that, I already know which domain name I want. All right, just to make it faster. So I'll proceed to buy this domain name. All right. Okay. Let's confirm the order, and let me pause for a while I pay for the domain name. All right. After your payment is successful, you'll be brought to this page. Okay. And just leave it here, and we'll go ahead and proceed to buy our VPS server. All right. Now we go to tila.com, tilaa.com. Now we're going to configure the VPS. All right. This is important. This part is very important. Please pay attention to this. All right. Now basic, we don't need 8 GB of memory. What you need is only 2. All right. When you don't have enough memory, then you can increase that later. But I really doubt so. So everything to the minimum. This is more than enough to build a server and send up to 100,000 leads. Okay. So if you want SSD or HDD, it's really up to you. Okay. Then we go to next step. Now this part is very important. All right. You have to select control panel and then cPanel and then 5 accounts. Okay, once you are done, you can see here software, control panel, cPanel, admin 5 accounts, and CentOS 7. Okay, and then next. Now my server name. Alright, normally what I put my server name is I put my domain name because I got plenty of server. So I will use the my domain name to identify as my server name. Right. It you do not you cannot put the dot. So it's like this. Alright. And then you finish your server. Okay. Then I continue to pay. Let me pause for a while I pay for it. Alright guys. Once you successfully pay the for the VPS, you'll be brought to this page itself. Okay. Now select your server location and domain name. All right. This one you put you select use your own domain. Okay. So you should have your own domain. There it is. You put your own domain, and then site you can choose between Haarlem or Amsterdam, but I suggest that you choose Haarlem. Alright, I'm recommending Tila is because it has got one of the best, the IP has got one of the best inboxing rate, and it's very easy to set it up. That's why I recommend this one, and I use it myself as well. Right, so you go install the server. Okay, all right, so let's go to the details. All right, so these are all my servers that's currently running with this company. Okay, so you click on this one. Okay, now it's very important that you know, you see, outgoing SMTP for this VPN is temporarily blocked to prevent abuse. Okay, just remember that you cannot send out any email until February the 12th at 11 a.m. Okay, so once you got this thing done, you have to wait for it to complete installing. All right, so let me pause this video for a while for it to complete installing, then I'll show you what to do next. All right, welcome back. Okay, now once the server is completed, already fully installed, you see a green light here, right? And it's running. Okay, what you need to do next is to go to the network here, and then click on this edit button, and then set a domain name using custom domain name, reverse DNS. All right, so you have to put something in front there. All right, for example, you can put angel and dot. Alright, so angel.slavio or whatever thing it is .com. Okay, this will be your host name, and this will be your reverse DNS as well. So save it. Alright, do the same for this. Save it. Okay, once you have done that, you take the IP address here. This is your IP. Okay, and you copy it, go back to Namecheap, and then here you manage. Okay, and then go to the advanced DNS, and then you select here the on the name server, click here, name server, NS1, you paste the IP here, and done. Alright, and one more time, NS2, put your IP here, and done. Now the next thing you want to do is to search. Alright, now ns1 dot yourdomainname.com and your IP, and ns2. Right, so next thing is you copy the whole thing. Okay, copy the whole thing, and then go to your domain. Okay, and after that, for the name servers, click here and then custom DNS. Here you paste down NS1 and NS2. And NS2. What is this? NS2. And don't forget to click the check button. Alright, and you are done. You are done with this one, and you are done with this. Okay, so this ends the part 1 of this course. I'll see you on the